And it's 6 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock. Well, it's not quite 6 o'clock. It's 1 minute to 6 o'clock. It's near enough for me to do it. So, as far as I'm concerned, it is 6 o'clock. Welcome to the show. This is Trev the Rev. I ain't no vicar. Kachunka, everybody. Kachunka, everybody. Welcome to the show. And the usual messages come out. This show is brought to you by me, Trev the Rev. I ain't no vicar. And as usual, for those who watch the show, if you've enjoyed watching this show, watching the madness of the show, please hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. And obviously, when you want to know when these videos are coming out, you need to ring that bell. Ring that bell. Ring the bell. Ding dong. A ding a ling a ling. And also, obviously, tell your friends about it. Tell them about it, because it's what the show's about. More people watch this show, and then I can cry about. Yes, woo, woo. Word to the nation. Yes, yes. So yes, what are we talking about today? Apart from my mad hair, what are we talking about today? Well, I'll tell you what we're talking about today. To start with, we are doing bad, the bad, the bad jokes, the bad. No, yes, bad jokes, the bad, arooga, bad jokes, and the bad hair. You know, bad hair, really, really bad hair. It's getting there. I'll be glad when December comes along and I can off again. So yes, yes, it doesn't annoy me on camera. It looks bad. It looks really bad. Really bad. Oh yes, bad jokes. And as I said so before, I go through torture finding these jokes because not any old bad joke can make the show. Not any bad joke can make the show. There has to be really bad jokes to make the show. So that being said, I have 7 bad jokes today. 7. It's like the 7 deadly sins. Yes. The 7 deadly sins. No. Yes. So we'll start off with a musical question. What did the drummer call his twin daughters? And a 1, and a 2. Boom, boom. Yeah. Now, I was in town today and I brought some shoes from a drug dealer. I don't know what he laced them with, but I was tripping all day. What do you call a bear with no teeth? Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. Open zipper and without compare. They are the gummy bears. Does anyone need an ark? I know a guy. And, that was old as the Bible. That one was as old as the Bible. I know. What do you get if you cross a snowman with a vampire? Frostbite. Mm, that was cold. That joke was cold. And for Star Wars fans, I cater to all people, Star Wars fans. How did Darth Vader know what Luke got him for Christmas? He felt his presence. Okay, I know. Last but not least, and possibly the worst pun of all. What do prisoners use to call each other? A cell phone. Cell phone! Bloody! Oh, no, well, there you go. That's how bad that joke was. That's how bad that joke was. That joke was so bad, I just threw it away. Threw it away. So, as I say with most of my shows, when I go along with the shows, when I go along with the shows and there's people to watch and I tell them what's going on. As most people know me by now, there are no scripts with this show. There's no plan it. I like to do it live or feed, top of my head, so I can decide what I'm going to do. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, last night I went by train to Exmouth. Fantastic time down there, absolutely fantastic time. Weather was extremely sunny. I got sunstroke. Well, actually, I didn't because it was raining. Couldn't see much because it's cloudy. But I had a lovely meal. I went to a place called The Beach, which is a pub by the beach, funny enough, where a friend of mine had some artwork on display. Artwork. Yes, today's episode is going a little bit cultified today. A little bit cultified today. So cultified that at one point last night I had a mask of a seagull on my head. Yes, I tell you not, I looked like a human seagull. Um, it was fun, great time. The start. I was there. Also, I was there as I was the Dragon last night. I asked a few friends would be there last night. Had a lovely little group chatting afterwards as well. Fantastic time. Fantastic time. I was joined on by when we come back. I was on the train with Matt Byrne, whoever kept me company on the way home to make sure I didn't miss my stop. And bear in mind, it's jet black. That was entirely possible. Entirely possible. That's all, folks. It's not all, folks. It's not all, folks. It's all talking. Yeah. So a very good friend of mine, Caroline Sheenham, had some artwork on display last night, and I went down to support her and wrote to her. Wrote for my favourite picture, which, funny enough, was one of hers. Um, fantastic show, fantastic show. And enjoy some live music afterwards. You enjoy some live music downstairs afterwards. That was quite fun as well. And that place really did get busy. Really, it was absolutely heaving when I went in. Absolutely heaving. But luckily, when the show finished, it was all better, a lot better, a lot better, a lot better. So, what else have I been doing last week? Well, this is an example. This is an example of my me not reading things properly. I went today to a show about dragons. Now, as everyone knows, my Facebook, my Medium thing, we go by the eyes of the dragon. And so I went to this out today where you can go and learn about dragons and what they've done with their history and stuff like that. And I thought there might have some stuff and bits and pieces I might be interested in. And it was I went there this morning to find out. It turned out there's actually a 2-day workshop. 2-day workshop, 80 quid a day. At that point, I was like, no, I can't afford that. That's way out of my price range. I came back home, and that was basically my day. Rest day, I've been watching the TV. TV. I've got some new shows I'll be watching today. For me, shows that I enjoy watching, obviously. I wouldn't watch them if I didn't. Unsolved Mysteries is one of them. I love things that are unusual. Things that are unusual. I love watching. Codes and Conspiracies. Yeah, I was watching that today. A few things, but games apparently. There was a game in the early 80s that was in America that was put out to train kids to be shooters and stuff. That's quite interesting. Obviously, the Broken Arrow was in the show. Broken Arrow is a missile that's gone missing, nuclear missile to be precise. Actually, a very good film, Broken Arrow as well. Christian Slater, good film, good film, and also stars in that film was John Travolta, well known for going, stayed alive, stayed alive. We didn't do that in that film. The film was different. And he was the bad guy as well. He was a bad bad, 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 bad guy. He makes the film so good. Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba, ba-doo-ba-ba-doo-ba. Yeah, been watching that today. Some cult shows as well. Been watching what's that show called? Only When I Laugh, it's called. And the intro's got a fantastic tune intro going. And I'm HJPPY. And I'm HJPPY. And I'm who I am, unsure I am. I'm HJPPY. I've just finished watching. Actually, I watched this last week. I enjoyed the show so much. Like, I actually enjoy. I watched the whole thing last week. The boys, superheroes are corrupt. Yeah, I know it sounds a bit mad. But yeah, it's a good, very, very. That's on Amazon Prime. If you want to watch that, that's good. Worth watching that. Where else have I been watching? I'm going to start watching the Omens tonight. When Roz, yeah, I'm sorry to say Roz won't be on the show tonight because she's working until 7. So you won't see her in the air tonight. I do apologise for those who do. I know everyone loves Roz like me and everyone else. We all love Roz. Wah, 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 wah. Oh, yeah. It's here. It's here. Live on, live on air. And then it's here. Getting into hero. It's here. Woo! And so yeah, I'm intending watching the Good Omens tonight. And I've been recommended that by someone at work. Recommended, and he normally gives me good shows. I have a list of stuff to watch. You see, a list of things I like to watch. What else is there? TV wise, that is it. I think news I have. I don't do soaps. Don't do soaps. And apart from last week, I don't do politics. Yeah, yeah, yeah. La di da di da. Yes. Now I was watching a show today of John Richardson, I think his name is, called Things I Worry About. And they were talking about going to Mars. And the thing is, it's our next destination for human exploration is go to Mars. Where do you want to go to Mars? I mean, we can't control our own blinking planet at the moment, so they now want to go somewhere else. And one of them apparently has even got a plan. To make you laugh. He's got a plan to give Mars's atmosphere a kick up the arse by hitting it with a nuclear missile. Um, I won't say who's come up with that idea. I won't. I'll let you come to your own conclusions. Post the answer on Facebook or on the end of this end of this vid. You can post the answers, and I'll let you know next week if anybody got the right answer. The right answer. And one of the questions he was asked was, "What would it be like walking on Mars?" Well, we said, "I'd wear a suit," he says, "because there's no atmosphere, so you can't breathe." And he says, "Sand, the surface, is like very thin, rustic metal particles. And if you breathe it in, it would rip your throats apart if you could breathe." And that's just that. That's just those two things. Um, the atmosphere is completely non-breathable. Apparently, you strip and stuff. You breathe in and stuff. Low. So you need to wear a suit. You would need to wear a suit, and they showed you like a mushroom house you'd live in. Stop the stuff coming in all technical wise. All technical, you know. Technical. So that's it. I've talked to you about Mars. I've talked to you about Mars. What can I talk to you next? I can't ask for people to give me answers because there's no one I'm listening to. I'm just yapping away to myself, yapping away to myself, yapping away to myself. Yeah. Um, don't forget, I'll be doing a live feed tomorrow on Facebook through the Eyes of the Dragon. What else have I got up to? I've got the two shows coming up, obviously. The one in September, which is only a few weeks away, And I've got one in November coming up as well, which I need to start advertising, advertising. Um, what else can I talk about? Yes, this week we lost one of the dogs in the house. Very shortly after we lost another one, and yeah, a bit sad this week with missing him. I mean, we'll always remember when we moved into our rooms in this house. When we first walked up here, this dog was looking through the window, and it's like, "Oh, fresh meat!" As we're walking up the drive, And it's such a nice greeting to be accepted into the household by this lovely, lovely doggy, um, and they will be sorely missed. Mr. Pie, Mr. Pie, I salute you. But also, courtesy Cherry, who also passed away a couple of weeks ago. But I didn't mention that. I don't know why, but I didn't. I thought I would now. I thought I would now, now, now. Bum, 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 bum. Tell you what I'm doing soon. I'm doing Mario Kart for real. Yes, Mario Kart. I'm doing that for real. I'm not wearing the hat or the costume, and we're not going to be throwing shells at people and bombs and other bits. But I'm going go karting. Yes, it's a work thing in the week and a bit. I'm go karting. That should be fine. And then I have one disadvantage on the people: the fact I can't actually drive a car. I can drive a forklift. That might help. But I've never driven. I can drive a car, practice, but I can't pass a test. So technically, I cannot drive a car. Um, that should be fun. That should be fun. Might be more like Dodgems at some point. More like Dodgems than it will be driving a car. I have seen Gone in 60 Seconds when they show the kids go around on the track and the line saying, "I knew what I was playing driving." That'd be me. That'd be me. I can see me going off track about 7 or 8 times. I can see it happening 7 or 8 times. I just go. And I'm black. Yeah, I just thought I'd really go on. I know, it's a it's mad. Well, it makes you feel so good. Yeah, and a lot of singing today. There's a lot of singing on this show today, and I don't know why. I don't know why. It's just impulsive to sing. I can sing Sledgehammer kind of. So, all right, my interpretation, my killing a tune. You can have a steam train, woo, woo. If you just lay down your track, you can have an aeroplane flying. If you put the blue skies back, all you do is call me. I'll be anything you need. Bum. You can have a big dipper going up and down around the bend. You can have a bumping. This amusement never ends. I wanna be a sledgehammer. I want you to call my name. Yeah. I wanna be a sledgehammer. The peanut butter, butter. It's happy to your fruitcakes, wah. 'Cause I be your honeybee. Open up your fruitcakes, wah. And I make it as sweet as can be. I wanna be sledgehammer. If you call my name about it, I could be wrong. Ooh, I wanna be a sledgehammer. Boom. At the peanut butter, butter, Ah, sledgehammer. And it goes off somewhere and there's bits and pieces. I do know it off the top of my head. My mind was blank when you're singing. He's one of my favourite singers from the 80s, Peter Cable. And I'm sure he's going to curse me now for killing his song. Killing his song. There's so many songs that when I'm listening to an earphones, I have to sing along to them. I'm like, Roz, you might want to pause the show because I'm going to sing. I'm going to sing. Somebody told me you had a girlfriend who looked like a boyfriend who liked you to February of the yeah, so somebody told me you had a boyfriend who looked like a girlfriend that I had in February of last year. It's not for potential, it's just potential. Tell her about it. Because it's what the show is for that wrong song, wrong song. I'm singing that song at the wrong time. I remember once I was actually listening to Roxette onto my phone. I was waiting for my boss to turn up, and I was listening to Joyride, and I was singing this song, and there's no one around me, so I started singing this song to myself, and I finished the song, turned around, and there's my boss going, "Brilliant, brilliant! What's the encore?" You know, I'm like, "Ugh." I was like, "No, no, no." There's people who know me. I don't do karaoke even though I've got the voice of an angel, the voice of an angel. Honestly, I have the voice of an angel. I just never use it. I just never ever use it. Well, unless someone I'd like talk someone talk talk someone round and round and round. So we'll be closing the show soon. I mean, as the time's coming up soon, we're approaching 25 minutes, roughly. So, all my things I wanted to speak to you about has gone and done. So, for those who are watching the show after it's gone live, and as I said to you before, please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to haven't done so already. Please subscribe, and obviously, if you want to know these videos are coming out, ring that bell. Ring that bell and tell your friends about all this show. Tell them all about it. I'm sure they would love this show. So, on that note, I, Trev the Rev, ain't no vicar. I'm signing off the air. Kibble my friends. Until next time, kibble Bye bye. Bye bye. Woo.